Hi, it's Karen from Wise Transition. I didn't sleep very well last night. It's gotten a little bit colder, fall is on its way. And over the summer, my husband and I had gotten in the habit of every night turning the temperature down and having our wonderful air conditioner cool the house down, and we could sleep really well that way. It's a wonderful thing, that air conditioning. But with the cooler temperature last night, we forgot to do that. And then it was a little bit warmer, and I didn't sleep very well. And you're probably going, why are you telling us this? Well, it reminded me of the second stage of transition. And just to give you a little bit of a reminder, transition happens in stages. And it's individual to every person, so you get your own personal pathway of transition. But we all have these different stages showing up. And transition begins in the first stage with something ending. It could be that your job has ended, that you're moving, so your time in one neighborhood, in one city, in one house comes to an end. Or maybe your children are leaving the home and your time identifying yourself as a mother is coming to a close. Even though you'll always be a mother, it's different when you're not raising your children in the home. Maybe you are seeing the end of a relationship, you're divorcing, or a significant relationship is coming to an end, or there's been a death of a close family member or friend. All of those are an ending. And following an ending, there's a time of busyness where there's many details that need to be taken care of, such as if you end a job, you have to pack up all of your things, you have to empty your desk, you have to say goodbye, you have to figure out what are you going to do about your phone and your computer and all of your benefits, what happens with insurance, what are you going to do as far as unemployment, and what rights do you have, what is your final paycheck going to look like. Lots of busyness and handling details. And then all of a sudden, one morning, you wake up and there's nothing left to do around that ending. And you say, what's next? I don't know. That's the thing. You don't know. You've moved into the second stage of transition. And in the second stage, you don't know what's next. So you have left your old job. You don't know what kind of job you're going to get. You have ended your time of being a mother to children in the home. What are you going to do with all that time that you have now? What are you going to do to fill up the emptiness of the children and all of that energy and all of the busyness that entails? All of those changes bring this sense of not knowing. And that's because in our mind, in our psyche, we have what's called an ideal model. This is our image of ourself, and it's how we identify ourselves. I am a mother who works here, and I live here, and I do this. And all of a sudden, something in that ideal model changes and it no longer applies. And we're in this unknowing state of the second stage until we can build a new one. And guess what? We can't build a new model, a new image, until we grieve and say goodbye to the old one. That takes time. Grief takes time. That means that you have time to say, I really liked that, and I don't want it to end, but it is ending, and so I'm going to have to say goodbye. We have to have time for all of that. And once we do that, there is space, right? right? We've let go of the space of the ideal model that we had, and all of a sudden there's space to build a new one. And creativity happens. We start to think, I could do this, or I could do that, or I could be this, or my life could look like that. Things start to get exciting again, and we have a new ideal model, and we start to move into the third stage, which is something new, a new beginning. It's exciting. There's creative force, creative energy that begins, and eventually that ideal model becomes our reality. And so at this point, you're probably going, all of that makes sense, but what the heck does that have to do with not sleeping well because the temperature in your bedroom was too hot? Well, the thing is that every seasonal change, there is a small transition, right? We have to say goodbye to what was happening and remember what it's like to live in this season of life. It just reminded me of this in the middle of the night. There's a lot of creativity that can happen then. So what I'm asking you to do is to be open to the idea that transition is really important if you embrace it, if you step into it, if you answer that invitation of letting go of what has ended and creating and embracing what can happen. And I'm here to help you. My name is Karen Harold. My practice is called Wise Transition because I want to support you in making your transition a wise one that allows you to build the life that you want. Have a great day, and I hope you sleep well tonight. Take care.